So you heard the Finance Minister in an exclusive conversation with the NDTV, and now let's welcome in our first guest. Ruchit Jain from Angel Broking is now joining us. Ruchit, let's first talk about Nifty. What will be the way to look at it? It's almost down 80 points from the day's high. Is it sufficient enough to say that maybe this is a correction?
Well, good afternoon, Pankaj. Pankaj, overall, if you observe the broader trend of the market, then definitely the trend still remains up. Although we have corrected 80 points from today's high, but there are no yet signs of any kind of reversal patterns being formed in the index. So from here on, I think it would be more of a stock-specific move in the markets. We have seen today the market breadth is negative, which is indicating that yes, certain mid-caps as well as small caps might consolidate or might correct from here on. But I don't think that the index would show any major correction from here on. On the lower side, on the hourly chart, 89 EMA has acted as a very good support for the index right from last couple of months when the market has moved higher. Now that support is somewhere placed around 8850 to 8870 levels. So I think market would find, Nifty would find support around 8850, 8870, and this may be a time-wise consolidation before we again resume the broader degree uptrend.
What do you make of DLF? 10%, almost 8.5% down today.
If you observe the positional charts, then last few trading sessions prices have already moved higher, but RSI was forming a lower bottom, lower top. So that was some kind of negative divergence already in the stock, which was indicating that after this overbought scenario, there's some sort of correction definitely was expected. Today's correction is really very sharp, but on the lower side, I think there is some more room on the stock to go down to 134, 135, where the previous lows and 89 EMA support on the daily chart is placed. So I think this correction would continue further, and the stock could correct to up to 134, 135 in the next couple of trading sessions.
Right, but would you advise to go, fresh short over here, or is it, something which if you're holding on, one should hold on?
No, I don't think one should create fresh shorts over here, because when we are talking about 135, 136 support, so already the stock has corrected 8%, and we are talking just about next 4 to 5% from here on. So it's not a good idea to create fresh shorts, because even if you keep stop loss of the recent high, then the risk reward ratio won't be much favorable. So one can continue to hold long positions. Once this corrective move is over, the prices would again start moving higher. I think this is just a correction within an uptrend, so one should not get much worried about it.
Right. What do you do with Biocon? That's also down 6%.
And the broader trend of this stock is also positive. If we see, then within the pharma space itself, this is one of the stock which has outperformed the entire sector since last 1.5 years. So I think even if there is some sort of correction in the pharma space, once the corrective move is over, then again the stock which has outperformed would tend to bounce back very sharply. So Biocon one should definitely use as a buy on dip strategy. The stock has very strong support around 1040 and
which is where it is right now.
Yes, around 1040. So I don't think that there would be further correction, any significant correction from here on.
Right. So if one is buying right now, what should be the stop loss?
Yes, one can definitely buy at current levels. Stop loss should be below 1025, and one can expect again the levels are around 1135, 1150 in very short term.
Right. And if one is looking at the stop loss, it should be an intraday stop loss, or you would look at closing basis?
No, it would be intraday stop loss itself, because generally if the stock has breached the crucial support in the intraday itself, then I think that's good enough to get out of the stock.
Right. What do you do with Jet Airways? That's also a name which has done well, but it's today down 5%.
Well, recently the stock has consolidated for a period of about couple of months, and after consolidation during last week, we saw the prices we had given breakout from that consolidation phase. Now, if you observe the volumes along with the price momentum, the volumes were quite high during the breakout, which indicates that the upside is still left in the stock, and once this pullback move is over, prices can again move higher. Now, if you observe the supports, and it is coming somewhere around 405, so I think the stock could correct further 3 to 4% from here on. But once it comes around 405, the risk reward ratio would be very, very favorable to get again into the stock. The stock has potential to rally right away up to 475, where 200-day simple moving average is placed on the daily charts. So one should look to buy the stock around 405, keeping a stop loss below 386 for target around 470. Yes, definitely one should have a time frame of at least about 1 month for all this price structure to happen.
Right. Jubilant FoodWorks today went up 7%. It's right now just up 2%. It's still on the positive side.
So the chart structure is looking very bullish. Firstly, today if we observe the volumes with the recent past, the volumes are quite high on the breakout. The prices have consolidated in last 1 month, and after the consolidation, stock has given a breakout with good volumes. Even if you observe the RSI on the daily charts, then it has continuously traded above 60 since last few trading sessions, which is quite a positive sign. So I think even at current levels or minor dips, if we get around 1015, 1010, those would be good levels again to enter into the stock. The stock has potential to rally higher up to 1100.
Right, up to 1100.
Yes.
That would be the target price. Right. What do you do with Cadila Healthcare? So at a point of time it was down 6% today, but it's recovered back to 430.
I think the consolidation phase would continue in this stock because the stock has already moved quite significantly. If you see on the daily charts on 16th of February, where prices have rallied right from 360 to 450. Now, whenever in a very short time frame we see such a huge move, it is generally followed by a consolidation or a minor corrective move. So the broader trend although would be remain positive, but if for next few trading session prices would continue to consolidate in the range of 440 to 410.
Right. In terms of oil marketing companies, what would be your call? BPCL, HPCL, IOC, a big slip coming in for some of these names.
From a very short-term trading perspective, I would advise to avoid these names as of now. Probably from the overbought momentum scenario, if we observe specifically HPCL, BPCL, the RSI has started correcting below the levels of 50, which usually does not happen if if any stock is in a very strong trended bull market. So I think now the prices would go into a corrective phase, at least in the short term. We can see HPCL getting corrected up to 480 odd levels. Even BPCL some more 5 to 6% correction could come.
But it's a avoid. It's not a sell, right?
Yes, it's not a sell, because if you see the higher degree trend, the higher degree trend is up. It's not that the trend is down and the market and the stock is correcting within in a downtrend. So one should definitely not short this. It would just be avoided current levels. Once it comes down towards its support levels, and again I think that then one should look towards a good buying opportunities in this.
Right. Reliance is still into the green. It's still marginally 1 rupee higher, but you still think that it's showing extreme strength anytime whether markets are going up or down?
Yes, what we have seen last week in this stock, that the stock has given a breakout of about 7 to 8 years of consolidation phase, and that too with good volumes. And usually when we see such big breakouts, the stock doesn't retrace much, because even if you say traders or investors, they usually look for buying opportunities in such a big in such stocks where big breakouts are there. So I don't think that there will be more price correction in this stock. It may show some sort of time correction by maintaining a sideways direction in next few trading sessions, but overall trend would continue to be positive, and I think the stock would head further higher from current levels.
So what would be your target, say if somebody wants to hold this for 3 to 6 months?
So last 8 months the prices had consolidated, and around 8 years the prices had the 8 years resistance high was around 1180. And if you observe the price structure below that, it was only in January 2008 when the prices had hit a high of around 1420 levels. So one should assume that 2008 highs which were there around 1400, that should be tested. But yes, you need to give this a large cap stock, so you need to give some time for that such higher levels to come. So one should keep a perspective at least 4 to 6 months, and one can see levels of around 1400, 1420 coming on in the stock.
Right, but 1420, 1425, you would want to take a fresh call. It's not that it will just not be able to take out that 2008 high.
Well, the probability would be high that it would also take out that 2008 high, but the best strategy in this, once you get in at current levels or on minor dips, would be to keep railing your stop losses higher. It's very difficult right now to judge whether from 1400 any corrective move will be there or not. So trailing stop losses one should keep as the stock moves higher. That would be the best strategy to ride the trend.
Right. What will be your call on Bharti Airtel? It's down 2% around the 350, 355 mark. It's just every time bouncing back.
So entire telecom space, has been quite volatile in last couple of months. In Bharti Airtel specifically, we had seen the stock had given a breakout in the last week of January. Prices have now formed a long tail on the higher side on the 23rd of Feb, so which indicates that from higher levels we are witnessing some sort of selling pressure again in the stock. So I think some retracement should be seen in the stock in near term. The 200-day simple moving average as well as 89 EMA is coming around somewhere around 300 between 330 to 335. So one should wait for some more corrective move in the stock around 335. If the stock stabilizes, then one should take a fresh call in that.
Right. An idea?
Well, amongst both the stocks, I think Bharti would be more preferred over Idea. Although we have seen a good breakout in the Idea also, but prices have ran too fast with momentum readings in the overbought zone. And even if you see the overall price structure, then Bharti has been outperformer during the correction also. Idea had corrected quite significantly, and that's why the pullback rally was quite sharp in Idea. But overall trend-wise, I think Bharti would continue to outperform Idea over the next 4 to 6 months of time period. So I won't prefer buying Idea on corrections, but yes, Bharti should be seen when it comes near to its support zone.
What do you do with Tata Motors, both Tata Motors and Tata Motors DVR?
Not much upside left for short-term trading perspective, although the stock has already seen a good up move in today's trading session. If you observe the stock, then on the daily charts, prices have recently breached the levels of 40 on the RSI. So I think the stock would now go into a consolidation phase wherein the prices would consolidate in the range of 475, 480 on the higher side and 440 on the lower side. So I think for short-term trading perspective, this would be completely sideways. Prices have already rallied and now are quite close to the higher end of the range. We might see 2 to 3% further upside from here on. But once the price is correct again up to lower end of the range, then one should take a call to go long in Tata Motors.
We spoke about DLF, but that's a stocks and news. Some of the other real estate names or maybe real estate index, how is that shaping up?
Well, if you observe then Nifty Realty Index, then I think most of the weightage from the Realty Index comes from the stock itself, from DLF itself. So definitely the index is behaving the way this stock DLF is reacting. So there is nothing much to see in the index, but if we see in the stock specific front, SDL has clearly underperformed the realty momentum in last few trading sessions what we have seen. So we are not expecting any kind of significant momentum to come in from the SDL front. Indiabulls Real Estate is one of the stock which has consolidated since last 1 month. I mean, today's trading session it is showing signs of formation of bearish engulfing, which is a negative sign. So I would tend to avoid the other real estate names as of now. The only stock that we would prefer or one could outperform this space is Godrej Properties. Higher top, higher bottom structure post registering lows around 300 is seen in the stock. And even if you see the volumes, then on up moves the volumes are increasing, and whenever the stock is correcting, the volumes are lower. So that is a positive sign for short to long term perspective. So Godrej Properties I think would be outperformer, and some sort of correction if comes around 350, 355 range, it would provide a good buying opportunity.
Right. In terms of cement names, Ultratech, ACC, Ambuja, all of them were buzzing this morning. Of course, they have corrected with the market. But what's your call? You think that they are still looking extremely strong?
There would be more of a stock specific momentum in these names rather than the entire sector moving in a particular direction. The strongest or the outperformer in the stock has been Ultratech Cement recently. While the other two stocks, ACC as well as Ambuja Cement, had shown some price correction. Ultratech Cement had shown a time-wise correction by going sideways for last 10-15 trading sessions. Now today the breakout has been backed by good volumes, and hence I think this stock would be outperformer within this space. Ultratech Cement has potential on the higher side to rally up to 4,000, 4,040 in very short term. So I think I won't be bullish in the entire sector as a whole, but Ultratech would continue to outperform in this sector.
Ultratech will continue to outperform.
Yes,
so one
definitely.
should buy on declines or just buy?
I think one should buy. One can buy even at current levels because the breakout is already there with good volumes. So once generally whenever the breakout is backed by good volumes, there are very few times when again the price is given opportunity on decline. So even at current levels, the risk reward is quite favorable. One can keep a stop loss below 3,700 and go long for target around 4,000.
Right. In terms of PSU banks, what will be your call? So SBI has fallen, Bank of Baroda has fallen. Some of these names have fallen in the last half an hour.
Well, Pankaj, if you see the Nifty PSU Bank Index first, then this index after registering higher of 3,440, 3,450 has corrected in last few trading sessions. Now what has happened that the index has remained sideways, but stocks, if you see, then Bank of Baroda, Union Bank have corrected significantly in last few trading sessions. So I think more of a stock specific momentum would continue in this also. Among the stock specific name, we like Punjab National Bank and Oriental Bank of Commerce. These two are the stocks which could outperform outperform the broader sector. And once this corrective move is over, I think again a positive momentum could be seen in the these stocks. But if we observe the entire banking space, then I think private sector banks seems to be more buzzing than PSU banks as of now. Certain names such as Kotak Bank has shown a good outperformance. Even Yes Bank has shown a good outperformance. So once this corrective move is over, again private sector banks, which are the heavyweights within the bank nifty itself, they would they would be the first to give a bounce back or resume the uptrend.
Right. Just a word before we go. What will be your call on Nifty? At where can the markets bottom out?
Well, as I said, the broader trend is positive, so one should not look into much when there is a stock-specific correction in the market. I don't think that the index would see much corrective moves. Hourly, if you observe the hourly chart, then 89 EMA has acted as a very good support since last 2.5 months, which is now placed around 8870. So once market comes around 8870, I think it would be again a good opportunity to go long in the Nifty, keeping stop loss below 8800. We are expecting the new highs in the index, the earlier highs which were there, which were there around 9119, that should be crossed very soon. So around 8870, one should look to go long in the Nifty.
Right, Ruchit. Thank you so much, Ruchit, for taking out time for us. Always good to get a perspective from you. Taking a break, coming back in 2 minutes, 25 minutes to go for markets to shut, and it's significantly off the day's highest point.